Good morning, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day this video may find you. Listen, today is March 8th, the day after my mediation from my narcissistic husband that is in 2 weeks not gonna be my husband. Y'all, praise God. Praise God. I got everything that I wanted. Literally, I mean, it wasn't easy because we were in there from 9 to 3 o'clock. Well, I think we finished about 1:30, but it took us to about 3 o'clock for the paperwork and everything. But, yeah, it was almost identical to what I had offered him, what I had presented to him for us to just file a non-contested divorce. Yep. Because I had thought about everything, and I thought about our situation and everything. And I was just wanted to be so fair, just so fair. And I did back down on my stances because I knew, I prayed about it. I meditated on it, and it's just, I didn't see where I was wrong in anything that I was asking for. And it pretty much, I'm sure, boiled down to he got, backed up against the wall to understand that his irrational thoughts were not right. And he had to sign. He had to agree. He even did some, a pretty nice thing that he had agreed on doing back in September, that I didn't think about until right at the end when we had gotten the papers signed. He was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this debt here, joint debt, that he said that he would take care of when we discussed things back in September. And my attorney was like, oh my gosh, I hope this is not going to blow our deal, because we had to add that in. And I told him, I said, I don't think he's going to do that. I said, because he's agreed to this. And I said, actually, I'm still paying that bill for him through his, using his checking account information and everything. I'm still making that payment every month. He hadn't told me to stop doing it, but, everything else is separated. We branched it off, but that one thing there. But he agreed that he would take care of it. Yes, it was the only joint debt we had other than the house. And I got the house. Didn't have to pay him any equity. I'll do a more extensive video. I just wanted to do this little short one to just say, yes, y'all, I had mediation yesterday. It was amazing. God worked through my attorney. He did. This attorney, y'all, I basically was going pro se at first because I didn't want to borrow any money, and I had been talking with this attorney since October. Since the day that I filed, I actually had my thing already typed up and everything. The day I went and met with him, and I filed that same day after I got through talking to him, but his retainer was like $5,000. It was more than other people, but I kept communicating with him through the months, and he was talking to me and giving me some advice, and had not charged me a dime, but he had got to the point where he's like, okay, you need to, if you want to hire me. He actually doesn't even do domestic relations really anymore. So it was just a blessing that he still accepted me. He said, you know, he got burned out from him, so he just don't do them anymore. He said that's why his retainer's so high, because if he gonna do them, he gonna get paid. So y'all, yeah, the courts definitely do frown on you when you don't have an attorney. I will say that. And they make it really, really hard for you, you know. So it was really hard doing that. And I definitely didn't want to go back to court without an attorney. And I definitely wasn't going to this mediation without one. She was trying to send me to this mediation with no appraisal and no discovery from my ex-husband. None. Not one piece of paper. And she was sending me to to mediation. I'm like, no, I can't go in there with a judge and a lawyer. But the judge had to be mutual. He was amazing though. The mediator was amazing too. He really was. He really was. But y'all, I did have to borrow some money and end up getting some money from my uncle that I got to pay him back. I could have borrowed it all, but I was trying to not get in as much debt, you know, because I got to get the house refinanced and everything. So trying to make sure I keep all that in line, you know, for my credit score and everything. Didn't want too much to be on there because I'd already borrowed a loan to pay off this other debt to get my payment down, you know, whatever. And so anyways, I really feel like that I want to try to start something to help raise money to help women that's in my situation, that he had literally swept up all the money from under me, and I was paying bills that I normally didn't pay, over $800. So it left me in a situation where I couldn't afford an attorney. And I really, really want to try to start something to try to help women in that type of situation. Because I've heard too many stories of women fleeing the home, even with children, and it's just, it's sad, you know, what's going on out there. I do have 30 more days with him and my daughter in the house, though. I do. I woke up this morning, though, so peaceful. I feel like so light today. So light this morning. So that's not even bothering me. It's not. When I got up and I walked out my room and he's laying there on the couch, it was a different feeling, y'all. It was a different feeling. I already feel the freedom, even though he's not out yet. I feel it. And it's amazing. But I'm going to definitely do something. I got to do something to try to help others in my situation that was in or going to be in my type of situation. I'll talk about it more when I kind of gather everything up. But yeah, y'all, I'm done. And he said about 2 weeks he gotta file the different stuff for the 403B. So he said it'll take about maybe 2 weeks. And that'll be for the judge to sign, because he want to file that too, so I could be able to get my money, you know, transferred from that or whatever too. But and that's gonna help me get this house, things that he didn't do in the home, get that took care of, that debt that I had gotten into, and you know, I need a new vehicle. So it's gonna go. I'm gonna make sure that I use everything towards what I need to ensure that I have a good, safe, sound future. But excuse me, I'm sorry, my mouth is dry. Anyways, yeah, y'all, I just wanted to tell my viewers that the 35-year suffering is over. I mean, like I said, it wasn't whole. The first 20 was hard. The last 15 was hell. This is how I describe it. First 20 was hard. The last 15 was hell. But it's over. It's over. I love you all. Hey, I got more coming. I'll see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.